Be prepared. You need to hear this message right now, before the 10th of August. What is coming is not just another full moon. This is a planetary-level energetic event that has been encoded in celestial calendars for millennia, and it is finally upon us. Between August 10th and August 14th of 2025, a portal of unprecedented power will open. And the universe is giving you a very direct, very clear instruction: do not leave your home unless absolutely necessary. This is not a message of fear. It is a message of profound spiritual protection. Staying home during this specific 5-day window could be the single most important decision you make for the protection and evolution of your spiritual field this entire decade. Most people will go about their days completely oblivious to the cosmic storm raging around them, wondering why chaos seems to be erupting, why emotions are so raw, and why the world suddenly feels so unstable. But you will know. You will be prepared. Because the rare and strange things that are about to happen are not random. They are signs. They are markers on a map leading you to your next level of consciousness. Before we dive into the 5 strange phenomena that will confirm this shift is underway, I need you to do 3 things immediately to anchor your energy and signal to your higher self that you are receiving this transmission. First, please like this video to send a ripple of this awareness out into the collective. Second, subscribe and turn on all notifications, because the information I will be sharing over the coming days is time-sensitive and absolutely critical. And third, go to the comments right now and type the words "I am protected." By declaring this, you are not just typing words on a screen, you are casting a powerful intention, creating a shield of light around your auric field before the portal even fully opens. You are telling the universe that you are a conscious participant in this great awakening, not a passive observer. This full moon, which peaks on August 13th, is the Sturgeon moon. But it is unlike any Sturgeon moon we have experienced in our lifetimes. It falls in the revolutionary, future-forward sign of Aquarius, the water bearer, the bringer of cosmic knowledge. But it's not alone. It forms a tense, high-vibration alignment with Saturn in Pisces and Uranus in Gemini. This isn't just astrology. It's a blueprint for a global energetic reset. Saturn in Pisces is dissolving old karmic structures, the very fabric of our perceived reality. Uranus in Gemini is electrifying our minds, our communication, our perception of duality. And the Aquarius full moon is pouring the lightning from this cosmic storm directly into the heart of the collective. This creates an environment of extreme energetic volatility in the outside world. The frequency on the streets, in the malls, in the workplaces, will be scrambled, chaotic, and intensely triggering. People who are not aware of this shift, who are operating from their unhealed wounds and subconscious programming, will be acting out in unpredictable ways. Their emotional bodies will be hijacked by this intense lunar pull. Arguments will erupt over nothing. Latent frustrations will boil to the surface. It will feel like a collective psychic fever. This is why the guidance is to stay home. It is not about hiding from the world. It is about creating a sacred container, a temple of solitude, so you can receive the pure, undistorted 5D downloads that are being made available. Leaving your home during this window is like trying to have a deep whispered conversation in the middle of a screaming rock concert. You will miss the message. Worse, your energy field, your delicate bioetheric body, can become entangled in the collective static, the psychic debris of the masses. Staying home is an act of supreme self-love. It is an act of spiritual hygiene. You are choosing to protect your frequency so you can fully integrate the monumental upgrades being offered. Now, let's talk about the first of the 5 strange things you must watch for. This will be the very first sign that the portal is active and the veil is thinning. I call it the sacred echo. Starting around August 10th, you will begin to experience a bizarre and startling phenomenon. You will hear your innermost private thoughts echoed back to you almost instantaneously by the external world. You might be silently thinking about an old regret, and a song will come on the radio with lyrics that describe your exact feeling. You might be pondering a specific, obscure question, and you will overhear a stranger in a checkout line say the exact phrase that answers it. You might be wrestling with a decision, and you'll flip on the television to see a character in a movie speaking your internal monologue, word for word. Do not dismiss this as coincidence. Coincidence is a word used by those who refuse to see the underlying architecture of reality. This is the sacred echo. It is definitive proof that the barrier between your consciousness and the quantum field is becoming almost transparent. The energy of the Aquarian moon, supercharged by the rebellious spark of Uranus, is creating a direct high-speed connection between your mind and the matrix of reality. This is in essence a manifestation training ground on steroids. The universe is showing you, in real time, the raw power of your focus. It's a test, and it's a profound teaching. During these 5 days, every thought you hold is a command being sent out to the cosmos. If your mind is filled with fear, worry, and lack, you will see those very things manifest around you with frightening speed. You will see reflections of your inner turmoil everywhere you look. This is why the chaos in the outside world will be so amplified. It's the collective fear being instantly mirrored back. But if you can hold your center, if you can consciously cultivate thoughts of peace, gratitude, and love within the sanctuary of your home, you will witness miracles. You will see blessings, synchronicities, and opportunities manifest with the same incredible speed. The sacred echo is the universe holding up a mirror and asking, "Do you see? Do you understand how powerful you truly are? Now what will you choose to create?" Your home becomes your laboratory, your mind becomes the command center, and your reality becomes the holographic printout. If you have already, in the days leading up to this, experienced even a tiny glimpse of this, a strange synchronicity, a lyric that hit too close to home, a number that keeps appearing, I need you to go to the comments and write, "The veil is thinning." By acknowledging this publicly, you are strengthening your connection to this phenomenon. You are telling your spirit guides and your higher self that you are awake, you are aware, and you are ready to consciously work with these new energies. You are joining a global community of awakened souls who are anchoring this higher frequency on the planet. Your comment is a beacon of light. In these days, from the 10th to the 14th, you will also feel this shift physically and emotionally in profound ways. Do not be alarmed. This is your body's natural response to a massive influx of light and information. You may experience a high-pitched ringing in your ears. This is not tinnitus. It is the sound of cosmic frequencies being downloaded into your consciousness, recalibrating your auditory senses to perceive higher dimensions. You might feel sudden heart palpitations or a fluttering in your chest. This is your heart chakra activating, expanding its capacity to hold more unconditional love and to process old stored grief. You may swing wildly between moments of extreme fatigue, where you can barely keep your eyes open, and sudden bursts of wired electric energy, where you feel you could stay up all night. Honor both. The fatigue is your physical body integrating the upgrades. The energy is your light body coming online. Your dreams will become hyper-vivid, cinematic, and possibly deeply bizarre. They may involve flying, ancient civilizations, or intense emotional encounters. These are not just dreams. They are training simulations and data transfers happening on the astral plane while your conscious mind rests. You might also feel a strange sense of dissociation, a feeling of being ungrounded, or not quite here. This is the sensation of your consciousness straddling two worlds at once, the dying 3D paradigm and the emerging 5D reality. Ground yourself by walking barefoot in your home, drinking plenty of water, and focusing on your breath. This is the purification process. It is the necessary recalibration for what comes next. What I have shared is only the entry point. The sacred echo is just the first tremor. The second strange thing you will experience is even more personal, more profound, and it deals directly with the codes of your past lives and the very blueprint of your soul. Understanding it is the key to unlocking the true purpose of this powerful lunar gateway. The sacred echo was the external mirror, the universe showing you the immediate, undeniable power of your own consciousness. It was the first knock on the door, a test of your awareness. But now, between August 10th and 14th, the work turns inward, plunging to depths that most of modern spirituality only touches upon theoretically. The second strange phenomenon that you will experience, and this is perhaps the most crucial aspect of this entire 5-day gateway, is what I call the karmic unspooling. This will be a deeply personal, often bewildering, and profoundly liberating experience. Within the sacred container of your home, your soul's deepest archives will be thrown open. The energy of this Aquarius full moon, amplified by the dissolving power of Saturn in Pisces, will act like a cosmic solvent, breaking down the energetic scar tissue that has been encasing your heart and your spirit for lifetimes. This is not just about healing this life's traumas. This is about the release of ancient vows, forgotten soul contracts, ancestral burdens, and the ghosts of your past selves. Listen to me very carefully. You may be sitting in silence, perhaps looking out a window, and suddenly be washed over by a wave of inexplicable grief, a sorrow so deep it feels like it belongs to the ocean itself. It will have no logical trigger in your present moment. You will not be sad about anything. You will simply be sadness. This is not your emotion. This is a karmic echo, a memory stored not in your brain, but in the very cells of your body, from a lifetime where you experienced a devastating loss. The Aquarian energy is flashing a light on this stored data, bringing it to the surface to be felt, acknowledged, and finally released. Likewise, you might be doing something mundane, like preparing a meal, and feel a surge of white-hot rage that seems to come from nowhere. This could be the echo of a past life where you were betrayed, silenced, or powerless. Do not fear these feelings, and above all, do not attach a story to them from your current life. The ego will immediately try to find a reason to blame your partner or your job for this feeling. This is a trap. It's the ego's attempt to keep you stuck in the old loop. Your task is to become the witness, to sit with the raw energy of the emotion and allow it to move through you without judgment. You are not the anger, you are the space through which the anger is passing. You are the sky, and the emotion is a storm cloud. By staying home, you give yourself the permission and the safety to let the storm rage and pass, cleansing your inner atmosphere. This karmic unspooling will also manifest in physical and sensory ways that will defy logical explanation. You may feel a phantom touch on your arm, as if a comforting hand is there, and know with bone-deep certainty it is an ancestor offering support. You might suddenly smell a scent that is completely out of place, your grandmother's specific brand of soap, the smell of rain on a dusty road from a place you've never been, the scent of old leather and wood from a library that only exists in your soul's memory. These are sensory data points from your soul's vast history, bubbling to the surface. You may experience strange aches and pains that flare up and then disappear, a pang in your left shoulder, a throb in your knee. These are often the locations of old energetic wounds, the sites of past life injuries or traumas that were never fully healed. They are not physical ailments in the traditional sense. They are energetic signatures asking for release. This is your body speaking to you in its own language. Your only job is to listen and breathe into that space, sending it love and allowing the stuck energy to dissolve. The electrical charge from Uranus in Gemini is literally rewiring your neural and bioenergetic pathways, creating new circuits that are free from the baggage of the past. Your dream time will become the primary processing floor for this unspooling. The dreams you have between August 10th and 14th will not be ordinary. They will be fragmented, symbolic, and intensely vivid narratives. You might find yourself in historical settings, wearing strange clothes, knowing things you shouldn't know. You could be a soldier on a battlefield, a monk in a monastery, or a healer in an ancient tribe. You might experience your own death in a dream, not in a frightening way, but in a strangely peaceful, observational manner. This is your consciousness accessing the Akashic records, the universal library of all soul experiences. The full moon is opening a direct connection, and your higher self is guiding you through a rapid-fire review of the soul data that is now ready to be archived and integrated. Do not try to analyze these dreams with your logical mind. Keep a journal by your bed and simply write down the feelings, the colors, the key images. The meaning is not in the plot, it is in the energetic frequency of the dream. The dream is the mechanism by which your subconscious is clearing terabytes of old corrupted data from your soul's hard drive, making space for the new 5D operating system to be installed. This process also extends beyond you as an individual. You are a conduit for the healing of your entire ancestral lineage. You may feel a sudden powerful pull to connect with your family history. You might find yourself staring at old family photos, feeling the joys and sorrows of people you've never met. You may have a sudden realization about a family pattern, a cycle of addiction, of poverty, of emotional suppression, and see it with a crystal clarity you've never had before. This is because you are the one who chose, on a soul level, to incarnate into this timeline to be the pattern breaker. You are the one with enough consciousness to finally heal the wound that has been passed down for generations. By staying in your sacred space and allowing these feelings and realizations to surface, you are not just healing yourself, you are sending a wave of healing energy backward through your timeline, liberating your ancestors from their unresolved pain. And you are ensuring that this heavy baggage is not passed on to the generations that come after you. It is a monumental sacred task that your soul has been preparing for. This is why you must protect your energy. This is why you must stay home. You are performing a delicate spiritual surgery on your own timeline. You cannot do that in the chaotic, disruptive energy of the outside world. If you are feeling the truth of this in your bones, if you are ready to stand as a pillar of light for your lineage and release the weight of the past that was never truly yours to carry, I want you to go to the comments section right now and declare with power and conviction, "I release and I am free." Write it out. Feel the vibration of those words. This is your decree to the cosmos. It is a signal that you consent to this deep cleansing, that you are not afraid to face the shadows because you know it is the only path to true, unshakable light. Your comment is a powerful act of energetic severance from old karmic ties. The intensity of this karmic unspooling is a direct result of the Saturn-Uranus tension being focused through the Aquarian lunar lens. Saturn in Pisces is the great karmic auditor. It represents the structures beneath the surface of the ocean of consciousness. It's slow, deep, and relentless. It says the old debts must be paid, the old structures must dissolve. Normally this is a slow multi-year process. But Uranus, the planet of sudden revolution and lightning bolt awakenings, is forming a hard aspect to it. Uranus is acting as an accelerant. It's taking Saturn's slow dredging process and putting it on hyper speed. It's like a deep-sea earthquake that suddenly brings everything from the bottom of the ocean to the surface in one massive chaotic upwelling. The Aquarius full moon is the spotlight that illuminates everything that has been churned up, leaving nothing hidden. This is why the experience will feel so compressed and intense during this 5-day window. You are doing years of shadow work in a matter of days. Your ego, the part of your consciousness that identifies as your personality, will fight this process tooth and nail. The ego's entire identity is constructed from these old stories, these wounds, these patterns. It is the sad story. It is the angry victim. To release these energies is, from the ego's perspective, a form of death. So expect resistance from within. You will suddenly feel an overwhelming urge to distract yourself, to binge watch a show, to scroll endlessly on your phone, to start a fight with a loved one, to break your solitude and go out into the chaos. Recognize this urge for what it is, the ego's panic. It is trying to pull you out of the deep water and back to the familiar shallow shore. Your job as the conscious soul is to gently, lovingly say no. Acknowledge the fear, but do not obey it. Breathe through the urge. Remind yourself that you are safe in your sanctuary, and that true safety lies in completing this process, not avoiding it. The temporary comfort of distraction is a cage. The temporary discomfort of feeling is the key to your freedom. This is the ultimate act of trust. Trusting that the universe is not punishing you but liberating. Trusting that your soul knows exactly what it is doing. Trusting that you have the strength to feel these ancient feelings and let them go. Within the quiet walls of your home, you become an alchemist. You are taking the lead of old pain and transforming it into the gold of wisdom and compassion. Every tear you cry is a cleansing rain. Every moment of fear you breathe through is a strengthening of your spiritual call. You are emptying your vessel. This is absolutely critical, because you cannot pour new high-frequency wine into a cup that is already full of stagnant water. The karmic unspooling is the great emptying. It is the necessary clearing of the internal static, and it is preparing you for the next stage of this powerful gateway. Once the internal landscape has been cleared, the external world has no choice but to reorganize itself to reflect your new, purer frequency. And that is when the third strange phenomenon begins to occur, when the solid physical world begins to bend and shift in direct response to your inner transformation. What comes next will test your belief in reality itself. You have weathered the sacred echo, acknowledging the mirror the universe holds up to your thoughts. You have journeyed through the harrowing depths of the karmic unspooling, allowing lifetimes of stored emotion and energetic debris to be purged from your system. You have stayed within your sacred container, your home, protecting your energy as you perform this delicate, profound spiritual surgery. Your vessel is now being emptied. The inner static is clearing. And now, the gateway from August 10th to 14th reveals its next layer, moving from the purely energetic and emotional to the tangible and physical. The third strange phenomenon you must be prepared for is what I call the quantum ripple. This is where the laws of consensual reality, the predictable, solid world you have come to know, begin to show their flexibility. It is where the physical world starts to actively respond to your newly cleansed and heightened frequency in ways that are both miraculous and profoundly strange. Having cleared significant karmic density, your personal vibrational output has undergone a massive upgrade. You are now broadcasting a clearer, purer, more coherent signal into the quantum field. The universe, which is fundamentally a responsive holographic system, has no choice but to begin reflecting this new signal back to you. This is where you will start to witness small, and then increasingly larger, glitches in the matrix of your daily life. It will begin subtly. You might be searching for a misplaced item, your keys, a specific book, a piece of jewelry. You've looked everywhere, you've turned the room upside down, and it is simply not there. You give up, turn around, and then a moment later, turn back to the very first place you looked, and there it is, sitting in plain sight as if it had been there all along. Your logical mind will try to explain it away. I must have overlooked it. But your soul will know the truth. For a moment, that object was not in your reality stream. Your pure, focused intention, unburdened by the static of your old karma, literally pulled it back into existence in your field. This is a quantum ripple, a small localized recalibration of physical reality around your point of consciousness. This phenomenon will escalate. You will experience time itself becoming fluid and malleable. This is not just a feeling of time speeding up or slowing down. It is a literal, observable stretching and compressing of time. You might sit down to meditate for what you believe is 10 minutes, and when you open your eyes, an hour has passed. Conversely, you may have a list of tasks that should take you all afternoon, and you will complete them with ease and grace, only to look at the clock and see that a mere 30 minutes have elapsed. This is the influence of the Aquarius-Uranus energy directly impacting your perception and interaction with the fourth dimension. You are beginning to operate from the now moment, the eternal present, where linear time is merely a tool to be used, not a prison to be served. Within the sanctuary of your home, free from the rigid clock-in/clock-out schedules of the outside world, you are being retrained to live in Kairos time, sacred, opportune moments, rather than Chronos time, linear sequential ticking. Your internal clock is syncing up with the rhythm of the cosmos, not the rhythm of a factory whistle. The quantum ripple will also manifest in your direct interactions with technology. Expect your devices to behave erratically. Your phone might suddenly power down with a full battery, only to turn back on moments later with a different wallpaper or a rearranged set of apps. Your computer might open files you haven't touched in years, presenting you with old poems, journal entries, or images that contain a profound message for your current moment. Songs may start playing from a streaming service that are not on any of your playlists. but are lyrically perfect for what you are feeling. Do not get frustrated. This is not a technical malfunction in the traditional sense. It is your own heightened bioelectric field, supercharged by this lunar gateway, directly interacting with the electronic fields around you. You are becoming so electromagnetically potent that you are influencing the code. It is another form of the sacred echo, but now it is happening through the language of technology. The universe is using the tools at hand to communicate with you, to show you that the boundary between your energy and the energy of the world around you is dissolving. These are winks from the cosmos, confirming that you are on the right path. Perhaps the most profound aspect of the quantum ripple is the arrival of what I call synchronistic deliveries. Because you have honored the call to stay home, the universe will now begin to bring what you need directly to your doorstep, often in the most unexpected ways. You might have a sudden realization that you need a specific piece of information, a specific book to understand the next step on your path. The next day, a package arrives that you didn't order, and inside is that very book, sent by a friend who had no idea you needed it, but felt a sudden urge to send it to you. You might be feeling a deep sense of loneliness, and an old friend from a decade ago, with whom you've lost all contact, will suddenly find your number and call you out of the blue, just to say they were thinking of you. You might be worried about a bill, and a check will arrive in the mail, a forgotten refund, a small inheritance, a payment for an old job, for the exact amount you need. This is not magic in the fictional sense. This is the physics of a higher dimension. By removing yourself from the chaos and raising your frequency, you become a powerful magnetic attractor. You are no longer chasing and hustling for what you need in the 3D world. You are holding a clear, stable frequency of trust and allowing the universal law of attraction to work in its purest form. The universe conspires to bring resources to the nodes of highest coherence. By staying home, you have become one of those nodes. You are demonstrating supreme trust. You are telling the universe, I am not going out there to get what I need. I trust that you will bring it to me here in my sacred space. And the universe, in response, will say, your trust is honored. Here is the proof. This is a fundamental retraining for the new Earth paradigm. It is a shift from the masculine energy of hunting and striving to the divine feminine energy of receiving and allowing. This 5-day period is an intensive training course in this new way of being. To anchor this powerful principle in your reality, to signal to the universe that you are ready to move from striving to receiving, I want you to go to the comments right now and type a simple but profoundly powerful declaration. I am a magnet for miracles. Say it out loud as you type it. Feel the cellular shift as you claim this new identity. You are not just hoping for miracles. You are declaring that your very energetic essence is a magnetic field for them. This is not arrogance. It is the acceptance of your divine nature. Your comment creates a ripple, aligning your energy with every other soul in this community who is also claiming their power to receive. This entire phenomenon is driven by the potent trine between the moon in intellectual, future-oriented Aquarius, and Uranus in communicative, dualistic Gemini. This is an air trine, the element of mind, information, and invisible connections. It creates a grand information highway in the ether. It's what allows your thoughts to manifest so quickly, sacred echo, and what allows reality to seem so fluid, quantum ripple. The solid world is built upon a substructure of information, a code. This astrological alignment is giving you the conscious individual, temporary root access to that code. You are being shown the back end of the simulation. You are being shown that reality is far more of a suggestion than a command. Staying home allows you to be in a quiet, stable environment where you can actually notice these subtle shifts. If you were out in the world, rushing from one appointment to the next, caught up in traffic and noise, these delicate quantum ripples would be completely lost in the static. You would miss the entire lesson. You would remain convinced that the world is solid, random, and unyielding. The universe is offering you a peek behind the curtain, but you have to be still enough to see it. So when you see that object reappear, don't just dismiss it. Pause, breathe, say thank you, acknowledge the miracle. When time stretches, don't just marvel at it. Recognize that you are mastering a new dimension of your being. When technology acts up, don't get angry. Ask, what are you trying to show me? Every one of these events is a breadcrumb. They are trail markers left by your higher self, guiding you deeper into the truth of who you are and the true nature of reality. You are unlearning a lifetime of limitation. You are remembering your power as a conscious creator. This is not just a passive experience, it is an interactive one. The more you acknowledge and engage with these ripples, the more frequent and profound they will become. You are building a new relationship with reality itself, one based on co-creation, not on struggle. This is the groundwork being laid for the fourth strange phenomenon, which moves beyond your personal reality and begins to affect your perception of the collective, preparing you for your role in the world after this gateway closes. What comes next is about seeing the unseen and understanding the new social and spiritual dynamics that are emerging from this monumental shift. You have now entered the deepest phase of this August 10th to 14th gateway. You've witnessed your thoughts mirrored in the sacred echo, cleansed your soul through the karmic unspooling, and watched physical reality bend in the quantum ripple. Each step has been a profound recalibration, a stripping away of the old so that the new can be perceived. By remaining in the sanctuary of your home, you have created a pristine, energetic environment. Your senses, both physical and extrasensory, are now operating at a level of clarity and acuity you may have never experienced before. This prepares you for the fourth strange phenomenon, a shift in perception so fundamental that it will change how you view humanity and your place within it forever. I call this the frequency separation. This is where you will begin to clearly and undeniably perceive the different vibrational realities that people are living in. The veil of social nicety and polite pretense will become transparent, and you will see the raw, energetic signature of the people in your life and of the collective at large. This will primarily manifest through your digital connections first. Since you are staying home, your window to the outside world will largely be through your phone, your computer, your television. But now, when you look at these screens, you will see something new. When you scroll through your social media feed, it will no longer be a blur of images and text. You will feel, with visceral clarity, the energy behind each post. You will look at a photo of someone you know and instantly perceive the deep sadness behind their forced smile. You will read a political rant and feel the potent frequency of unhealed rage and terror that is fueling the words, entirely separate from the topic itself. You will see a video of a celebrity or public figure and be able to discern, like a note of music, whether their message is coming from a place of genuine service or from a place of deep egoic need and manipulation. The words themselves will become secondary. The primary information you receive will be purely energetic. It will be like you have suddenly been given a pair of glasses that allows you to see the color of people's auras, the truth of their emotional state, right through the screen. This can be a deeply jarring experience. You will realize that many of the people you thought were happy are suffering immensely. You will see that some of the figures held up as leaders are operating from a profound state of spiritual poverty. This is the Aquarian full moon's gift of truth. Aquarius is the sign of the humanitarian, but it is an impersonal, detached truth. It sees the system, the network, the collective energy, without the emotional entanglement of a water sign. It gives you the ability to see the matrix as it is. This is not a call to judge. On the contrary, it is a call to profound compassion. When you can see the pain that drives someone's negative behavior, it becomes impossible to take their actions personally. You will see that their lashing out has nothing to do with you. It is a symptom of their own internal prison. This new perception is a tool for liberation. It liberates you from the need to react, to defend, to engage in the drama. You can simply see, understand, and hold a space of compassion from a distance. This frequency separation will also dramatically alter your ability to consume media. You will try to watch a mainstream news broadcast, and the frequency of fear, division and control being pumped through it will feel so heavy, so abrasive, that it may become physically nauseating. You will attempt to watch a popular television show and be so acutely aware of the low vibrational programming embedded in the storyline, the normalization of betrayal, violence, and materialism, that you will have to turn it off. Your newly sensitized system will simply reject these junk food frequencies. You will find yourself naturally gravitating toward content, music, and voices that resonate at a higher, more coherent frequency, messages of hope, creativity, unity, and genuine spiritual insight. This is not a conscious choice you are making, it is an automatic biological response of your recalibrated energy field. Your body is now a finely tuned instrument that can no longer tolerate dissonance. It seeks harmony. As you near the end of this 5-day period, particularly around the 13th and 14th, you will start to receive what I call telepathic pings. These are not full, conversational telepathic messages, they are flashes of feeling and knowing from the people in your life. You'll be thinking of nothing in particular, and suddenly you will feel a sharp pang of your mother's anxiety, even though she lives across the country. You will be hit with a wave of joyous excitement, and just know, without any doubt, that your best friend just received good news. This is the Uranus in Gemini influence electrifying the energetic connections between you and your soul tribe. The old clumsy methods of communication, texting, calling, are being supplemented by this direct heart-to-heart, mind-to-mind connection. You are remembering the innate human ability to communicate through the unified field. These pings are the first stirrings of this awakened capacity. Your job is to simply notice them, acknowledge them, trust the information you receive. You might even send a text saying thinking of you, is everything okay, and be stunned to find you were right on time. This entire experience is preparing you for the world you will re-enter after the 14th of August. The world will not have changed, but your perception of it will be so radically different that it will feel like a new planet. You will no longer be able to engage in superficial conversations. Small talk will feel painful, like a lie. You will be drawn to conversations of depth, truth, and vulnerability. You will find that some friendships and relationships that were based on shared trauma or surface-level interests may naturally and peacefully fall away. There will be no drama, no fight. The frequency gap will simply be too wide to bridge. They will drift out of your reality because there is no longer a resonant match. And this is okay. It is a necessary clearing to make space for the new soul family that is waiting to find you, the people who are operating on your new higher wavelength. To fully embrace this new level of perception, and to call in the soul connections that are truly aligned with your evolved self, I want you to go to the comments one last time. This is a powerful activation. I want you to declare to the universe and to this community, I see with clarity. I attract my tribe. This is your final decree within this sacred gateway. You are affirming your new vision. You are sending out a clear, powerful homing beacon to the souls who are vibrating in harmony with yours. You are stating that you are ready to build the new earth, not with everyone, but with the ones who are ready to build it with you. This leads us to the fifth and final strange thing that will happen, which is not an event, but a state of being that will emerge as you step out of your home after August 14th. This is the culmination of everything you have experienced. It is the gift you have earned through your courage and stillness. It is what I call the embodiment of the observer. You will step outside, and the world will look the same, but it will feel completely different. The chaos will still be there. The traffic, the noise, the frantic energy of people rushing, but it will no longer penetrate your field. It will be like watching a movie. You will be in the world, but not of it. You will be able to stand in the center of the storm, in a state of profound inner peace, and simply observe. The actions of others will not trigger you. The fear in the collective will not hook you. You will have achieved a state of divine neutrality. This is not a state of apathy or disconnection. It is the most powerful state of being you can achieve. From this place of the silent, peaceful observer, you become the most potent force for change on the planet. Your very presence, your stable and coherent energy field, will have a calming, uplifting effect on everyone you walk past. You will not have to say a word. You will not have to do anything. Your embodied peace becomes your service. Your centeredness becomes your activism. This is the true meaning of being a lightworker. Not fighting the darkness, but being so full of your own light that the darkness simply cannot exist in your presence. This 5-day retreat into your home was your training. It was your initiation. The karmic unspooling cleared your vessel. The quantum ripple taught you the nature of reality. The frequency separation gave you discernment. And now you emerge as an embodied master. You have become a walking, breathing anchor of 5D consciousness on a 3D plane. Your real work begins now, not by doing, but by being. Your one and only task is to maintain this state of peace, to protect this inner stillness, no matter what happens in the outside world. This is the ultimate gift of the August 2025 Aquarius full moon. It offered a choice: get lost in the external storm, or retreat into the inner sanctuary, and become the eye of the storm itself. By hearing this message, by honoring the call, you have chosen the path of the Master. Welcome to the new reality. Your journey has just begun.